This whole entire time I had my dog on mute. Oh, I hate when I do that. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Can y'all hear me better? Is that clear? Gotta love technology. That's what happens when I try to do it off of my tablet to control and produce versus doing it off of my desktop. I was perfectly fine this morning at 7 o'clock, but I had to kind of run out, take it. There we go. All right, appreciate you, Joshua. All right, it looks like it's holding. Now I need that lower leg. I need this to break 679 for this to be fun. Oh, we're getting close to the open too. I got to get off a paper trade very soon. Come on. But I just wanted to show you what, generally the idea of what I'm looking for when I'm looking for my trades. The 1 minute showing weakness. They might try to curl it here. How much time I have? I think I'm going to close this trade no matter what in the next 20 seconds so I can switch accounts. It's building a base. Make it a higher low. Do they liquidate them or do they come after my stop loss? Alright, yeah, I gotta close out this position no matter what. Actually, they stopped me out perfect. Alright, let me go ahead and get out of there. So I peaked out at 10 ticks profit, but I didn't want it. I did not want it. I had a 10 tick stop loss. That's a 101. I wanted more, so that's what I was operating with. So let's go ahead and catch this open. Let's see what they have for us. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom this one out so we can see it. All right. right, we got 16 seconds. Let me zoom my chart in. All right, 5 seconds. Here we go. All right, it hasn't really built a base, but it did take out those wicks from up top, so it does tell me that they want higher levels. I just wonder if it's going to get above that 786. I'm sorry, 686. All right, it's above 686 again, and it got smacked again. So the 15 minutes showing bullish, 5 minutes showing bullish, 1 minute kind of bullish, but right now it just seems like it's still not ready to go to the upside. All right, there's some more buying pressure that just came in and stepped in at that point. We're close to the 50 EMA on my 1 minute. Does it hold? It created a bit of a bearish imbalance there. All right, took that out. All right, back above 686. They stopped me out. All right. So I was looking for it to get above that 686 and hold the 686, but it looked like a lot more selling pressure is coming in. Yeah, they just got enough to go through the 200. All right. It's patiently waiting, because now they're crossing the 5 minute back down again. So now this order block is, because what I saw was a higher high here. I was looking for that higher high to be that catalyst to continue that upside. I guess what I could have done was a little differently, was wait for a trending. Yeah, I think I probably got in a little too aggressive on that one. Looks like it tried to trend itself back up, but there's still more selling pressure. It looked like they turned the 5 minute back down too. I don't think they want this thing to get back above that level. It could be because of the Netflix report, and now they finally are taking their profits off of that. So we may come all the way down to the imbalance at 650. That's a possibility. Yeah, that 1 minute went from bullish to completely bearish now. All right. Third try. And looks like we kind of created this hammer doji right here. Let's see if it holds. I'm putting my stop into profit. Nope, does not hold. All right. I think the 15 minute, here's the 15 minute stochastic. Looks like it might hold to the downside versus bouncing. They took out a lot of these levels here. Here's the 5 minute. They took out all of that bearish bullish momentum here. Yeah, I'm gonna just let this one kind of run through its gamut a little bit. Probably gonna take off here, but we'll see. Because I think they're trying to get this one to be bearish. All right, there's a second. All right. Give me one more leg. All right, just turn that into a doji. Don't like that. me just put it in the order block. All right, and this should hold here. Got like 20 ticks, 30. And let's see if this just continues down. Let me bring this over to the screen so y'all can see. 38. I kind of cost myself quite a chunk along the way. Oh, they hit my target before I could move it down. All right. So, little recap. Because this was very annoying and pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I didn't even know Casey said it in the chat that he couldn't hear me. Damn, that was like 23 minutes. So I gave y'all like 23 minutes of silence, and I'm over here talking to an empty mic. So bear with me. And what ended up happening along the ways of that. So we're coming back over to this, right? I felt bearish here, but when we had a new higher high, I was leaning bullish because they took out all the sellers from here. But this, you could tell, and we talk about this in our community, there's a lot of manipulation that does happen. So there was a little bit of manipulation here. They got better prices while liquidating everybody along the way, and then it kind of created this hammer. So we're probably going to hammer all the way down through, maybe even put some pressure on this buy signal on the cheat code algo, just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea. But I went from being borderline, let's see, I was down, I wish there was a way to kind of see all the P&L. I was down 1068, I think it was. But I just stuck with my guns. I knew what I was looking for. It finally gave it to me, 75 ticks to the downside. Kind of give y'all a little bit of idea. I went with a 6 leverage. I did up my leverage, which is a little bit dangerous after seeing it, but I'm very objective on my trades, so it is what it is. That said, that was a really, really great trade for the open. Let's see if we can find another one, but I'm going to lower my leverage because I am at my daily goal. All right, so that imbalance did get filled. Remember that imbalance I was telling you around here on the, I think it was the 15 minute. Let me see, was it 15 minute? Let's see. I think it was 15 minute. Where are you? Imbalance? I guess not. Might have been 1 hour. 1 hour. I think it might have been 1 hour. Yeah, there we go. It was the 1 hour. So I kind of marked this off on one of my charts that this was a bullish imbalance. And it looked like that's where the buyers were sitting. They were waiting right there, right? So now if bears are going to go ahead and take over, right, and try to hold this all the way down, they need to break through this order blocks, close below here, and then start to get in and work their way down these steps. But right now, the way we're bouncing at this level, and with a lot of my oscillators, let me see, 15 minutes already on the oversold side. Oh, you know what? Neo's probably gonna kick my butt. I was talking about the other trade. I only got 2 more trades for the day, and I'm at my goal. Let me make sure I stay to the rules. We're everybody in the cheat code community. We're aiming to take only 5 trades, and that includes my scalpers. I don't know how that's gonna work, and try not to get into the realm of the fine line of over trading and trading too much. I guess like there's a fine line for us scalpers. Kind of creating a little bit of a 1 minute double bottom here. Let's go down to here. So you got this bottom and that bottom, and if we can break this neckline here, probably take off and continue to that upside. And also, if y'all are curious on what type of setup I have the premium here. So if you want to, let me go ahead and put that inside of here. If you want the premium version, this is my referral link. By all means, go ahead and get the premium version of TradingView. That's right there. I use Apex. I'm not affiliated with Apex yet. I prefer Elite, but Elite has been a little pricier. Oh, we got these top wicks. Look at these. Bang, bang, bang. Now we got lower highs the whole entire time. This thing could be, if you're looking for a trade, this could be a nice little trade to the downside if we break this level and start to come and eat up inside of this order block. Let's see if it does it. It kind of is making its way downtown. There we go. and there she blows. So yeah, so if you was looking for some downward momentum and some entries there, I would say just be careful with the order block that's sitting right here, because it could be in the bounce area between 638.50 up to 628.25. And yeah, I would love to see it come to the Chico trend line and then bounce, because then we'll start a downward channel, and then we could find a way where is the selling pressure that's going to hold it down, and maybe we could just zigzag and make some clean entries to the downside, kind of like that, and work our way down. Even if it ends up being a bull flag, which I don't think we'll get something like that, but that could give you an opportunity itself. Oh, there goes the bounce because of that order block. Wipe. So that was a nice little short little scalp entry if you was looking at something like that. Let's come up to the 15-minute. The reason why I'm hesitant on taking anything else to the downside, even though we got 4 minutes and it does look bearish. One, we are on top of EMAs. Golden cross been happened, and we're on the top of the 50 EMA. This can bounce, looking like a double bottom again. We could bounce off the 50 EMA on the 15-minute, or we could just go right through. So this is why I'm like a little hesitant, because the risk to reward is the opposite direction right now. Kind of like we're staying in a range. We got 4 more minutes until the news comes out. Let's go ahead and recap the news again. Let's see how that is going to pan out. We are looking at interest rate decision. We're looking at, actually, let me get my face out of the way. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. We're looking at interest rate decision over in Canada, PMI data, and then their monetary policy. So if this is bullish for their dollar, right? So I'm looking for green here. That means the market would probably rally, but then the PMI has to be red here. So that should be bearish for the dollar. And let's go ahead and take a peek at the dollar. What are you doing over there, dollar? All right, let's zoom in here. Oh, it is outside of my imbalance, and it broke my bear flag. I mean, my bullish flag. Oh man, we may just take off to the stratosphere. So this was an inverse head and shoulder measured move. That was the breakout. We started really getting bearish around here, but people just repositioned themselves, taking their money along the way. And then now we can't even get past the rest of the imbalance. And this is an imbalance on the 1 hour of the dollar. And this imbalance is stopping right here, right? But our peak overall stopped at this level. So this imbalance still didn't fill. So that means there is some strength here. And now that we're putting imbalances inside of an imbalance, I'm saying that this is probably going to keep on dumping. Oh, we got a whole entire gap here. Hold on, let me change this to set. Can I change it here? Okay. I wanted to make sure that this is actually a true gap or not, but I'm going to assume that this is actually a gap. Let's see if we can fill into this space right before this breakout. I think this was contract expiration that made that thing gap up that way. So they may be targeting to bring the dollar down to this 102.621-ish. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the news. We got less than 60 seconds. Let me zoom this in. All right. Let's see if I find another trade. I'm leaning bullish because we're sitting on top of that order block at the level at 650, 17,650 psychological number, right? That's another one. We're sitting on top of the center of it, which is around 48. We've touched that so many times at 17,648. But we just engulfed this whole entire thing though. Like this doji, it should have just stayed green so that way it can stay that way, but it just seems so evening star-ish. So we'll see. Let's see what the market has for us. Are you trying to put in the bearish divergence on here? No. Okay, 1 minute looks like a little bullish, 5 minute bearish, more consolidation. This could be that W play out. You got 33 seconds. Try not to be too presumptuous. I know you want to get in as early as possible, but yeah, better safe than sorry. Grand Rising, What's going on? Yeah, elevator me. Listen, I wanted something that was gonna be easy going and doesn't offend. So I thought elevator music was good. All right, I'm leaning bullish. And 1 second in, boom. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's see the news. The news came out. And oh, bullish for the dollar. Everything stays the same. Ooh. Okay. Now, again, the news, you take it with a grain of salt. The market can react and do whatever it wants when it's all said and done. But right now, I can see the fact that the 15-minute has been oversold and the 5-minute oversold. We could get another pop-up again. I'm just going to see if we can clear out of this order block that we kind of created, because this right here kind of is causing a little bit of an issue here. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the party. I'm leaning bearish. I gotta wait till my oscillators do its thing. I cannot jump in a little bit earlier. Oh, Casey, you got a level for us for Netflix? All right. Let me go ahead and see what Casey got going on with Netflix. Where did I put that chart? Did I put it here? Nope. Ah, there it is. Because this is going to tell us a lot of what NQ's. Oh Lord, Netflix did not fill the gap at all. Let's see what he has as far as his inflow itself. Where did I put Casey? No, that is not it. I do have quite a few windows open. Maybe I should consolidate some of this stuff. See, there's this. Oh, I know where I put it. I put you over here and here. There it is. All right, so Casey has a level for stop loss. Oh, that's too deep, Casey. 473. If I'm going to wait for this whole entire balance, I might as well play it to the downside. Let's see. Target 694. Well, cheat code algo has 605, so that's not too bad. But I would say maybe wait for this thing to give you a nice little entry north. Oh, you're already in that probably. Yeah, just ride this bad boy until the wheels fall off. You're probably going to get some resistance at 567, but that stop loss is kind of deep. Ooh, I don't know. I would say maybe hedge it a little bit if you need to. They barely miss EPS, so that's why everybody's taking off. But Netflix they actually accomplished that ad-based version, and they've been knocking it out of the park with that. That's probably look at that. That's what's probably pushing us up in itself. So Netflix is going to affect how the queues work out. Look at that. That thing is just starting to really take off. Let's see if we can get a position here. Looking at a touch of the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. Possible short here. I'm waiting for the 1 minute to cross down before I actually try to short this. Try not to be too aggressive. Actually, I'm lowering my leverage all the way down. We're going to one contract because this one does seem like we're between two different things. We're between an order block and we're also between an imbalance that's being used as support. And the last thing you want is your face to be ripped off. All right, so there was an imbalance here. They could be coming for that one. I could see this thing get to 674, 674, and then rejecting at 674. So let's see if that can actually happen. It looks like they're trying to reject it now. Ooh, I think I might have missed that bus. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, the bell button, all that good stuff. It helps that YouTube algorithm say I bring some good information. So far, we've taken 3 trades. I am 1 for 3. But when you let your runners run properly, guess what ends up happening? It offsets all the losses. Yep, that's what you see. That's why I didn't want to short it, even though I probably missed the bus. there's nothing that's giving me confidence that it's going to do what I think it's going to do. So this could be the first entry. I'm looking for a retracement in here. At the end of the day, just make sure you don't just do a whole lot of rushing into trades. I've done that early in my career, and I drove myself really crazy with that, because I'm always like, let me get in now. It's better safe than sorry. I'll pay the premium. Let me get in, especially when I was doing stocks and options. You want to make sure that you get yourself some sound entries, because the entries affects the stop losses, and the stop losses helps your heartbeat, because if the trade's not going your way, you're like, holy crap, what's going on? And then you start to have anxiety, stop yourself out early, or you probably take your profits too early, all that stuff. But that's for another conversation. We'll deal with mindset later on today. All right, so the good thing and the bad thing about this is the 1 minute is now overbought. My lower time frame is overbought, so I could probably short around here, but unfortunately this is what the 5 minutes looking like. It looks like it wants to push up. You see how we kind of have these higher lows here? It's almost in sync with the 5 minute here, so I could get my face ripped off trying to do that. So I'm going to step away from that idea, because that's more like a B plus setup, not an A plus setup. I think they want that 674. Look for 674 for possible rejection. I think that's where we're aiming for. I could put a resting order, but yesterday I did one of those resting orders, and then out of nowhere I got kidnapped. You know, shout out to cheat code. If you know, you know. All right, look for rejection here. Can it do it? Nice little push there. Let's see if we can get a lower high. That's one. The 1 minute is not my friend right now, so I'm staying away. Neil's probably yelling at me like, Jeffrey, you're at your goal. Don't even bother taking the trade. Man, this looks so tempting. All right, they're retracing into it. That could be the next rejection, and we should dump here possibly. I'm looking for momentum to take over. All right, it's running out of steam already. I need another impulsive candle like now. Nope, they're not done taking out the bears. Yeah, okay. Trying again. So possible rejection at 72. That'll be our lower high. Not good for the oscillators. They look like they're going to go ahead and continue this thing to the upside. There goes a 72 rejection. Oh, sorry, I said 70. Did I say 72? Yeah, I did say 72. Okay, perfect. We kind of went into 73 before it rejected. Now let's see if we can get a lower low. Break 60. I'm looking for it to break 60. Like right now, the 1 minute is doing such a dance because they can't figure out what they want to do. Do I want to be a death cross? Do I want to be a golden cross? Where do I want to go? And you don't want to be nowhere near that. And that's why I'm like, let me just stay away. All right. Looks like this level at 55 is the base that they keep on coming after. Let's see if we can get another rejection at 70. As the bears are trying to put pressure on the bulls. If it takes out 71, you probably got yourself a reversal for more upside. There's that barcode and that's there. Oh yeah. This is a lot of noise for no reason. This is how you can get yourself into trouble and get chopped up. Let's come back to the 1 hour. Let's see if they can reject the 670. I'm sorry, yeah, 670. There goes more reloading at that level at 670. If you're gonna dump. All right, if they take out 62, you may get a chance to make lower lows if no bulls step in at 62. We're compressing price tight. These are the things. Get out of the order blocks. Leave the order blocks for the professionals. Look at that. We got downward trend with an upward trend, and then meeting at here. Looks like the bulls starting to take out some of the bears. All right, that 71 is in danger. Probably going to keep it as a golden cross. Yeah, probably going to be bullish. Looking for it to take out 78 at this point. And let's go ahead and step back because I'm waiting for 10 o'clock to decide if I'm going to take another trade or not. That 1 hour, nice little cross up, bullish. That's probably what's driving this ideology now. Even though we wick so low down here, but just bulls just step in. There's more people doing the buying. Alright, so 75. Is that our new lower high? I don't see no imbalances. Let's see if they take out that 75 again. Okay, took out 75. Now it has to finish out with 78, and that will just go ahead and start the trend for that upside. What do we have coming up at 10 o'clock? Let's go ahead and grab the news again. Today is Wednesday, and it tends to happen every Wednesday. There is oil reports at 10:30. 10 o'clock is a new time frame. I always look at it because in futures, you have brand new 4 hour, brand new 2 hour, brand new 1 hour, brand new 30-minute, brand new 15-minute, all of those things. Everybody with their ideology, I feel like they meet at 10 o'clock. So we'll see how that looks along the way. But as you notice, bullish for the dollar, market's still chopping its way up. Let's go ahead and use the Russell as our indicator. For those that come to my before you analysis trade, we always talk about what the Russell's doing. Russell is trying to close under 2,000. Maybe, oh, look at that. Nice boosty candle sitting right here on the dollar. So this whole entire accumulation could be people accumulating puts so that way it could come down. That's a possibility, especially with this boosty candle happening right outside of my imbalance. This could be the bounce. This could be the bounce, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let me minimize that. We got ourselves, how long? We got like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds until the market decides to become very volatile. Oil inventory actually affects CL. That'll be this bad boy right here. They're trying to get past that $75. I am angry at oil, but from a personal note, not from the charts. It has no business being up here at $75 because I don't want it up there. That's a bias. That's why I haven't been trading oil recently. Too much of my own personal ideologies being placed. Don't need that. Not at all. So if you ever feel like that, I keep falling into mindset. You see, I'm always sticking to mindset. Bear with me. I do that a lot. All right, Russell. I don't think in a minute and 53 seconds it's going to push above, and we're making such a strong imbalance candle here. We may get a pop-up where they go into the candle a little bit, testing the imbalance, but I can see this being a dump session. But we'll see. We will see. The 1 minute is oversold and it looks like it's crossing over to the downside. This thing is compressed. There will be an explosion to one direction. Let's see if we can catch it. Got a minute and 14 seconds. We're already starting to form some lower highs along the way, and volume is starting to drop. I'm seeing a lot of spaces, a lot of volume imbalances in place, and we're just like choppy up on this dollar. Look at that bad boy. This could be just a retest into the bottom of this imbalance and just reject right here, but it'd be funny if it just takes it all the way out to here, 103.96. All right, here we go. We got 40 seconds until we get ourselves a new hour candle at 10 o'clock. All right, enough of the dollar. Let's go ahead and look here. All right. That 1 hour cross up is being threatened. All right, here we go. We got 13 seconds. Last hurrah on the NQ as they try to make it stay bullish. But this is like a megaphone pattern. When you have this here, it just feels like a sweep. All right. So I don't like my entry oscillator right now. I could see that there would be a potential pop-up, but the 15-minute is pointing down. Here's what the oscillator looks like on the stochastic. So it is pointing down, which is giving me confidence that we're probably going to come down. Well, we just keep dancing between the 50 and the 200 EMA on a battle of whether they're going to make it a bullish golden cross or a bearish death cross. So if you see a whole bunch of kids fighting in the middle of a road, don't just jump in the middle of the fight and try to separate them and tell them go separate ways. Right? Don't do that. let them tire themselves out, and that's what the market's doing right now. They're trying to tire themselves out on this consolidation. Which one's going to give first, the bulls or the bears? All right, looks like the bears are starting to give. The bears are starting to take over. Taking that one. 10 ticks, 12 ticks. Short-lived. Let me stop myself at -5 because I was looking for a little bit more. This is what ended up happening. They ended up popping it back up, but I don't want it to bounce off that order block. It was a little risky. I might get what I was looking for, but that's the damn it, Neo, do not come after me. It was just one trade. All right, so I got one more trade. I guess I probably tightened up that stop loss a little too quickly. Yeah, here it goes. We got to the bottom of the imbalance. That's where bulls are sitting. This could be a retracement entry area. Look for a rejection of the south side of 50, 77, 450. I'm sorry, 6750. Let the candle close below it, knowing that the momentum is down there. I should have got in when the 1 minute started opening up. What time was that? That was right at 10 o'clock. Okay. Little mini bear flag. See if we can get a crossover. I got an imbalance at 761. 7661. Look for it to reject around that area if it does get up there. But I'm sitting at an order block roughly around that 57. Considering that, and I'm probably gonna take one more shot at it. Still haven't got a cross yet. Let's see if I can get a cross. No crossover down yet. Death cross is starting to take over on the 1 minute. Alright. I need this thing to give me a sequence. Give me something nice. Alright. Lower high. Another lower high. Taking that one. Alright, 5 ticks. Hold the move. Hold the move. There we go. There we go. Hold it. Don't come back up in here. Do not come back inside of this. They got back in the order block. Alright, that's my 5th trade. Jerks. I didn't want them to retest it. I wanted the momentum so I can now put my stop loss below this level. But they came right back in, stopped me out, and then turned. Alright. So that is my 5 trades. let me stay diligent. And I'll probably switch over to paper trade for the next let's do 10 more minutes, and I'll see if there's anything that you could probably take along the way. Also, if you like this video and you like more of this, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That way, you know, it can kind of point out to all the algorithms. If you're curious of where I stand, like I said, I took a couple of trades. One was positive, one was negative. So I'm actually 2 for 5. But either way, my runner ran and I hit my goal. I wanted $1,000 for the day, and that is what I got. So that said, we're just gonna go ahead, switch over to paper. Let's log that out. Boom, 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 and I'll stay until 10:10. If you have any questions, by all means, go ahead and chime in. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me go here. Where is my other trading view screen? Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. So Casey, I hope you got that Netflix and took your profits. I would not be surprised that Netflix is probably pulling back a little bit. Let me know in the chat if you did. Oops, wrong camera. I am not on that one. I don't have that one on. There we go. That's the right camera. And, oh, camera with chart. You see, being the producer and also the artist has its challenges. There we go. All right, now I finally got what I was looking for. All right, let me go grab Netflix for Casey. See what he's thinking over there. Break this down into the 15-minute. Yeah, they had one more push up. This bad boy. This one's taking off. Yeah, I could see. I think this is all-time high for Netflix, right? Is it? Nope, not at. Oh. I see what you're doing there, Casey. I did not look at the weekly. Okay, Casey. Let me go ahead and box this out. Now I know why you got your stop loss so far. You want this whole move. What does it take profit? 694. I would say 694. If you're doing multiple contracts, let's go with 600 first. Psychological level. That's probably gonna be tough. And then right after 645. 694 if you got some runners. All right. But at the end of the day, I could see why you have such a wide stop loss. If they can get through this, I know 571 is going to be tough. You should get some really, really good print out of your trade. All right, look at NQ. They refuse to go through that block. Let's see what type of pressure they put on the dollar. Barely. Look at the Russell dropping. So eventually one of these dip buying is going to slow down. The question is when. We'll see what happens because gold is kind of look like it's falling. Silver, it had a nice little run, and I was telling everyone during the analysis, it's detached from gold, so something's got to give, and it looked like silver is catching up. It got inside the imbalance versus going deep into the imbalance. Hence the reason why I have this horn-type white line. I was looking for it to get deep into it and then reject, but we'll see what happens. But that British pound looks like it's building up some strength. Oh, look at that pop-up. They said, what death cross? Let's go ahead and come back over to NQ. So we had a nice little death cross that finally showed up on NQ, right? That was this cross with this, and then they rebalanced the whole entire thing, and now they're taking out all the people that's trying to play this thing short. Wow. Wow. All right, so we got ourselves a nice little imbalance right here. I am possibly looking for more upside. Let me see how this day goes because they just pinned my lower time frame all the way up to the roof. Oh, with a nice divergence when that drop happened. Are they going to take out this wick? Yeah, they are going to take out the wick. Nice. This thing is about to take off. All right. So let's see if we can find ourselves a trade. 15 minutes still looks bearish. 5 minute, it's trying to be bullish, but only the 1 minute is making that move. Let me see if it retests any of these imbalances, and that's the trade I want to do, is try to see if it takes out any of them. All right, so this could be it right here. So I'm looking at, let me get myself out of the screen, possibly filling this downside at 75. Oh, I did not put a stop loss. I am tripping. Actually, let me get out. Whenever I don't put a stop loss, that was bad. That was really bad. I guess I didn't click the boxes. I thought I did. And that was the move. All right, so now we're probably gonna get a bounce here. I'll catch the next one. Please remember to hit the boxes on your trading view. Actually, trading view, is it possible that you can have where I use these on demand buy and sell instead of it just being open and close it trades? Can it just automatically put my stop loss and take profit at the same time? Can you do that for me? That would be really, really, really great. Oh, there we go. Take off. As they try to liquidate all the bears. And got an imbalance. I'm about to flip my position because that imbalance looks like it's going to hold. No, it's not. All right, never mind. Back away. That imbalance looks like it's in threat. All right. Like it held. And I'm taking that pop. See. Putting my stop loss tight because this is against resistance. Nah, they got it. I was looking for a pop-up on that, but that imbalance is not holding. What level? Okay. We just rejected off that 686 level again. That's why.
What?
Yes, thank you for letting me know. 7 is watching. Oh, it's 10:10. All right, I gotta deal with the little ones. I thought I could find another good trade here. Like I said, I am getting really, really deep into that S&B Capital book. One Good Trade. It's a very old book. This has to be in mid-90s, going into the housing bubble in 2008. So it's a lot dated. They even talk about how Joe Biden is senator, right? Right now he's our president. So it does have some talking points that probably will be outdated, but if you pay attention to some of the fundamentals that he talks about, then what are you doing? Relax. Stop. This is my son. He wants attention. He wants to, yes, thank you. All right, go away. Anyways, but yeah, so if you ever want a good book that you want to pay attention to, kind of check out, have some fun, understand the psychology for the market, and understand from a prop firm, like I'm with a firm that props out, that's Apex. They're the ones that actually give me the money for me to trade. I blew my last not evaluation, but my last funded, so I'm actually doing a documented version of me getting funded again. So chime in. I'm gonna try to do this every Wednesday at the open, and we'll just go from there. Other than that, thank you very much for taking the time, joining in, chiming in. Shout out to Casey. Casey always brings out some gems. If you haven't checked that out before on some of my before your analysis trade, I would say for the most part, please stop. Thank you. All right. Anyways, on that note, I will bid you a fond farewell till we meet again next week, Wednesday. Have a great day and happy trading, my neighbors. Later, y'all.